Oh, I think it's gone now for the.
Justice can be a war maker. When you shout justice, it may divide us. Justice could be on the list of weapons. Even hell is paved with good intentions. When we realize we don't know anything, we can open hearts humbly. There is no battle for justice, no reason to criticize. There is no reason to divide us. Can we walk together? Can we walk together? I am ready. We are ready. We are ready.
Only thing I want to say is I want the whole world without a war. That's my message.
These are from the last year.
ふるさとの町焼かれ身寄りの骨埋めし焼け土今は白い花咲く許すまじ原爆を見たびゆる justice can be a war maker. When you shout justice, it may divide us. Justice could be on the list of weapons. Even hell is paved with good intentions. When we realize we don't know anything, but we can open hearts humbly. There is no battle for justice, no reason to criticize. There is no reason to divide us. Can we walk together? Can we walk together? I am ready. We are ready. We are ready.
Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you are from the world, this beautiful world, thank you so much for joining us today's very special moment for the World Peace Interfaith Gathering 2024. This is the commemoration of the 79th year anniversary of the atomic bombs of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And today is the day of Hiroshima. So we gather here to pray for world peace. And this event is organized by the Heiwa Peace and Reconciliation Foundation of New York and supported by the Buddhist Church of New York, the Flame of Hope International, the NPO Gentle Earth, the Interfaith Center of New York, Interfaith Center of USA, Pax Christi, Metro New York, Origami Therapy Association, United Religions Initiatives, and World Yoga Community. So now we are gathering from everywhere right now. So we're gonna have more people coming to this screen. So with Nakagaki, do you want to start with the dance of Yuka Motomatsu? Okay. Yep.
Okay. Let me just one second.
First of all, I would like to thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to perform here at the World Peace Interfaith Gathering 2024 today. Because I deeply resonate with the mission of this event. I came here in New York from Nakata, Japan with my desire to do my dance that reminds the origin beyond the nations and races. So let's hold hands each other and pray for peaceful world.
With Nakagaki,
Yes.
we're supposed to see the video now?
Yeah.
It's not showing in the screen yet.
Oof, so sorry. Oh, okay. At least let me bring her from the dance part, okay?
Pray for peaceful world.
Thank you very much. That was a very, very beautiful dance from of Yuka by Yuka Motomatsu from Japan. And now we're gonna welcome the now we're gonna welcome the president and the founder of the Heiwa Peace and Reconciliation Foundation of New York. Please welcome Reverend Dr. T.K. Nakagaki.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you very much. My name is Reverend Dr. T.K. Nakagaki, and so I'd like to thank everyone to join us today on behalf of Heiwa Peace and Reconciliation Foundation. And so this is our 31st annual Interfaith Peace Gathering. And after 30th, we change a little bit, but yet we keep the tradition at the same time. So which means, it is very important to show respect to the life which was lost. And then we shouldn't forget all those experiences, but then through the experience we have to learn. And it's always nice to going back, because this is actually for the Buddhist saying most of the time, but then don't forget the beginner's mind is always going, remember to the first point where you start. So that way, later on you may change the roots, but yet you have strong roots in a place where we begin. So this time, actually August 5th in the New York time, and Japan time is August 6th. And that's for Hiroshima Day. Then later on, we will have Nagasaki Day, which is August 9th in Nagasaki, but here in August 8th. So those 2 days will be online this year. But then, so which means the more people can come to the online events beyond the boundary of the physical boundary. So it's actually an important message we try to share. And then at the same time, later on, we do also have in-person events in New York, because person to person is a very different, valuable, invaluable experience that we can always have. And so this year is a little bit different, but yet I think these 2 dates, today and then Thursday, August 8th, is the very important parts of the experience we should reflect. And then so that's why later we'll show what's going on in a ceremony in Hiroshima today, and then the next Thursday show the Nagasaki, what's exactly the moment, what's going on in Japan. That's what we can do through the internet. That's one of the technology that we have, and we would like to watch together. But at the same time, we'll keep the tradition of the interfaith. Now we will have an interfaith peace gathering, peace part, so prayer part, sorry. And because it is a very essential in order to make peace. One religion cannot make peace for everyone, more like. But then we have all different traditions, different backgrounds. So we bring the peace all together, and so walk together, pray together, and then work together, and make this world, peace together. So I thank you very much for joining, and appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Reverend Dr. T.K. Nakagaki. So now we'd like to welcome the special moment with the flame of hope. So please welcome Reverend Yuzan Toyoda.
Oh, I can't. We can't hear you. Sorry. Could you turn it on? Please. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry about that. That was, my microphone was muted. My name is Yuzan Toyoda. I'm from Montreal, Canada, representative of the Flame of Hope International Organization. So, and I will just briefly explain about a frame of hope. So, frame of hope it's being kept like any forms of the physical frame. So this way, or can be the candles and everything, any form of the frames. So that's the physical frame, and also the living symbol to the transform the suffering into the peace among all the people. So, and we've been being active to go to the all over the world and introducing, and whoever agreed with these presentations. So we ask adding the wish for the peace, for the freedom, for the love and joyfulness for the whole people, adding into the frame in any form. So, and it's been 400,000, it's about 400,000 people added wish already. So we will be continuing to visiting all over the world. And then also another way is we are also visiting to the place that hold eternal frames. Actually, this is started with the frame of the actual frame of the atomic bomb on Hiroshima, 1945. So started with that, and Nagasaki's peace frame as well, and it's about 15 eternal frame in the world merged already. So including eternal frame of the Martin Luther King in Atlanta, also Mahatma Gandhi's peace frame in the Lumpini, Nepal, I think, and peace light from the Bethlehem, so on, so many others as well. So that's we are actively bring this frame, and whoever agree with it. So asking to join through your wishes to the frame. So that's the ongoing project we are promoting. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, President Yuzan Toyoda, for sharing such a valuable information about how those photo frame and piece frame are passed by down to our generation. Thank you so much. So now we'd like to welcome the representative of Native American grandmother Patricia Davis.
Oh, sorry, we can't hear you. So
You. I'm here.
oh, okay, good. Yes.
Yeah, I am here, and I extend a warm heart-to-heart hug from my ceremonial fireplace to the hearth of your homes, the symbol of spiritual family love. I'm born of the Mississippi Band of Choctaw to the Tochiti and Kiaani medicine people of the Diné American Indian nations. It was my father's tribe, the Navajo Code Talkers, Diné-Bazad of the holy people that did intervene in World War II. Interesting that I live right off of Interstate 25 going north and south. I live right between Los Alamos, where the atomic bomb was created north of me, and the White Sands, New Mexico, where it was tested south of me. So I affirm that prayer is real, prayer is powerful, and prayer is healing and comforting. And I voice my sincere prayers for world peace as we all remember those who suffered the horrific violence and suffering. And may this historical event be transcended and transmuted. Therefore, I affirm the perfect love and peace of Creator within creation exists within each and every one of us. There is the perfect love and peace and beauty before us. There is the perfect love and peace and beauty behind us. There is the perfect love and peace and beauty below us. There is perfect peace and love and beauty above us. There is perfect love, beauty, and peace within us and radiating all around us. Hojo Nahaskli, Hojo Nahaskli, Hojo Nahaskli, Hojo Nahazli, the perfect love and peace and beauty of Creator within creation forever radiates within and around all of us. Ahiahat Shik'e Shidane. This is thank you to my spiritual family and relatives.
Thank you, Grandmother Patricia Davis, for sharing such a wonderful story of your family and Navajo tribe people. And now I really strongly feel like we need to appreciate what we have on this beautiful earth. And then we need to help each other to create the genuine, true peace in this world. Thank you so much.
Yes, and my son is married and lives in Japan near Tokyo, and he has 2 children who speaks Japanese. And I have visited him there when he was living in Takadana Baba.
Ah, how special. Thank you so much for sharing. So now, I'd like to welcome the representative of the Hindu prayer, Dileep-ji. Thank you so much for joining us, Guruji.
Namaste from
Namaste.
Jacob Jarvis Center in Manhattan. We are having a beautiful celebration with Hugging Mother. Thank you, DK, for your wake-up call because otherwise I may lose the time. So I'm going to do a short Hindu prayer. Om Sahana Vavadu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Garavavahe Tejasvinamadi Ramastuma Vidvishavahe Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om, may God protect us both together. May God nourish us both together. May we work conjointly with great energy. May our study be vigorous and effective, and may we not mutually dispute. Om, let there be peace in me. Let there be peace in my environment. Let there be peace in the forces that act on me. Thank you, everyone. With my deep love, caring about our people, we hope no more war around the globe. And today is a special day. We know there's a crisis happening in the Middle East. Whatever we do should be the welfare of the human being or humanity. Thank you everyone. See you very soon.
Thank you so much, Guruji. I think everybody here and the people watching this special event already know that each one of us has their own role and we can work together. We have a many a representative, a leader of each religious leader, and also the representative of the special groups, and that we all hoping the world peace all together. Thank you so much, Guruji. So now we'd like to welcome the representative from the Jewish prayer, Rabbi Deborah Bravo, please.
Let me just, can you skip that to the
Okay.
thing? Yeah, we can do the first people are here. So that maybe when we, because now, Hiroshima starting offering the flowers and the places in things. So maybe the people who are here maybe can offer first, and then later we'll do the offering the prayer after we watch this as well. So I just okay. So maybe Fukui-san, kana? Fukui says, yeah. Can you introduce?
Shall I start?
Okay. Yes, please. Then.
Hi. Hello, my name is Yoichi Fukui from Tenrikyo Mission, New York Center. I would like to offer a prayer here first. I, Yoichi Fukui, Minister of Tenrikyo Mission, New York Center, speak with reverence to those who passed away in the Hiroshima and Nagasaki atomic bombs. Today, we remember and honor you and hope that we humankind have learned the tragic lessons of this man-made disaster. We all pray sincerely that God, the parent, will accept our determination and guide us so that the minds of people will become clear one after another, and the world will be reconstructed into the joyous life in which all the people throughout the world will help one another and live in harmony as brothers and sisters. And let me play the song for the service.
Autoは、ちょっと音が聞こえてないようですね。ちょっと音が聞こえないようです。
聞こえてないですか？
はい、全く。
全く聞こえないですか？
多分笛のあれですかね、音が入らないようですね。
じゃあ、そうです。じゃあ、どうですか？いいですか？これ聞こえますか？聞こえないですね。はい。じゃあ、これで終わらせていただきます。
あ、
はい。
そうです。
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
はい。This Reverend Fukui, Yuki Fukui, from the Tenrikyo Mission of the New York Center. Thank you so much. So, Tiki Nakagaki may go to Ms. Rosemarie Pace from the Pax Christi, please. Thank you so much for reading.
Yeah, thank you. Please.
Hello, my name is Rosemarie Pace, and I am the coordinator of Pax Christi New York State, which is part of the International Catholic Peace Movement. For Pax Christi and the Catholic Church, the abolition of nuclear weapons has been a priority going all the way back to 1945. This past March, I had the privilege of visiting Kyoto, Hiroshima, and Nagasaki with 10 other Pax Christi pilgrims. And in each city, we met with Hibakusha and other local peace activists.
Address by the chairperson of Hiroshima City Council.
We presented a letter of apology for the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki by the United States government in 1945, and we shared a joint declaration of commitment to work for nuclear weapons abolition. In our joint declaration, among other things, we pledged to continue to pray, plead, and protest for the abolition of nuclear weapons and the survival of humanity. And so I offer this prayer, which is based on the words of Pope Francis. He wrote very recently, "Peace is not made only by written agreements or by human and political compromise. It is born from transformed hearts and arises when each of us has encountered and been touched by God's love, which dissolves our selfishness, shatters our prejudices, and grants us the taste and joy of friendship, fraternity, and mutual solidarity. There can be no peace if we do not let God first disarm our hearts, making them hospitable, compassionate, and merciful. God is hospitable, compassionate, and merciful. Dear God of peace, make us instruments of your peace. Disarm our hearts, dissolve our selfishness, shatter our prejudices, and grant us the joy of mutual solidarity. Amen."
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, let me share the things now, what's going on here. The live here. Oh, it's not moving. Oh, sorry. Do you hear anything? Or maybe I forgot to. Do you hear anything or no?
Not really.
No sound?
No, we see everything. Yes.
Oh, what's going on? Oh, this is all before. Oh, let me turn off again. Let's see what's going on. It's supposed to be one person is talking right now. So let me see. Maybe I'll just take this out. Okay.
So now we are trying to share the live streaming from the peace event held in Hiroshima Peace Park.
For a world with wars and nuclear weapons. To this end, I believe that the role that the atomic bomb the city of Hiroshima must play will only grow larger. Hereby reaffirm our pledge to continue to be future-oriented and to do all in our power for the realization of the abolition of nuclear weapons and of lasting world peace by joining hands with those who desire peace. In closing, we offer our prayers for the peaceful repose of the souls lost in the atomic bombing. We sincerely hope that the hibakusha, who still suffer from the after effects, will receive strengthened comprehensive care and support from the national government. August 6, 2024, Motani Tatsunori, chairperson of Hiroshima City Council.
So this is from the Hiroshima Peace Park. The ceremony is going on, and so they give the yeah. So before this, they offer the flowers. Oh, now, sorry, they offer the flowers. The representative.
Dedication of flowers. Mayor of Hiroshima City, Chairman of the Hiroshima City Council. Representatives of the bereaved families, children's representatives. Representatives of the atomic bomb survivors. Prime Minister of Japan. Speaker of the House of Representatives. Speaker of the House of Councilors. Minister of Foreign Affairs. Minister of Health, Labor and Welfare. Minister of Land, Infrastructure, Transport and Tourism. Governor of Hiroshima Prefecture, Chairman of the Hiroshima Prefectural Assembly. Representatives of Nagasaki citizens. Secretary General of the United Nations. Representatives of foreign guests. Next, the dedication of flowers by the representatives of Hiroshima citizens.
Are you still?
The clock will soon strike 8:15. With the toll of the bell, for the repose of the soul of the atomic bomb victims, and for realization of lasting world peace, let us offer 1 minute of silent prayer. Everyone, please rise. Silent prayer. End of silent prayer. Please be seated. Peace declaration by the mayor of Hiroshima City. Peace declaration. Citizens of the world, what do you think? Are more powerful nuclear forces necessary for national security? What about arms races competing to maintain superiority over other nations? Russia's protracted invasion of Ukraine and the worsening situation between Israel and Palestine are claiming the lives of countless innocent people, shattering normal life. It seems to me that these global tragedies are deepening distrust and fear among nations, reinforcing the public assumption that to solve international problems, we have to rely on military force, which we should be rejecting. Given such circumstances, how can nations offer safety and security to their people? Is that not impossible? Through the pillars under the Peace Memorial Museum, we can see the cenotaph for the A-bomb victims. Anyone praying at the cenotaph can look straight through it to the atomic bomb dome. Peace Memorial Park, with these structures on its north-south axis, was built in accordance with the Hiroshima Peace Memorial City Construction Law enacted 75 years ago today, built by the people of Hiroshima and many other seekers of peace. It has become a place to memorialize the victims and to think, talk, and make promises to each other about peace. If, after the war, Japan had abandoned our peace constitution and focused on rebuilding our military, the city of peace Hiroshima is today would not exist. Standing here, we can all feel our predecessors' determination to eliminate the scourge of war, trusting in the justice and faith of peace-loving people around the world. Expressing that determination, one hibakusha continually communicated the spirit of Hiroshima. Now is the time to turn the tide of history, to get beyond the hatreds of the past, uniting beyond differences of race and nationality, to turn distrust into trust, hatred into reconciliation, and conflict into harmony. This uplifting sentiment was written by a man who, as a 14-year-old boy, saw scenes from a living hell, a baby with skin peeled down to red flesh next to its mother, burned from head to toe, and a corpse with its guts strewn out on the dirt. In 1989, a massive people's movement for democracy brought down the Berlin Wall, the predominant symbol of the Cold War. President Gorbachev expressed humanity's collective need for peace and his determination to stop the arms race, end nuclear terror, eradicate nuclear weapons, and relentlessly pursue political solutions to regional conflicts. He and President Reagan worked together through dialogue to bring the Cold War to an end, which led to the United States and the Soviet Union concluding the Strategic Arms Reduction Treaty. They demonstrated that policymakers can overcome even critical situations through resolute commitment to dialogue. Let us not be resigned to pessimism about the chaotic world situation. Instead, let us be as determined as our forebears and, united as one, with hope in our hearts, take collective action. Our unity will move leaders now relying on nuclear deterrence to shift their policies. We could make that happen. To extinguish the suspicion and doubt that create conflicts, Civil society must foster a circle of trust through exchange and dialogue with consideration for others. We must spread beyond national borders the sense of safety we feel in our daily lives. The crucial step here is to share and empathize with the experiences and values of others through music, art, sport, and other interactions. Through such exchange, let us create a world in which we all share the culture of peace. In particular, I call on our youth who will lead future generations to visit Hiroshima and take into heart what they experience here, create a circle of friendship with people of all ages. I hope they will ponder what they can do now and act together to expand their circle of hope. The city of Hiroshima, working with Mayors for Peace, which now has more than 8,400 member cities in 166 countries and regions, will actively support community endeavors to raise peace consciousness. Last fiscal year, approximately 1.98 million people from around the world visited the Hiroshima Peace Memorial Museum. This record number is evidence of unprecedented interest in the atomic bombed city and a rise in peace consciousness. My hope is that all world leaders will visit Hiroshima, experience the will of civil society, gain a deeper understanding of the atomic bombing, and hold in their hearts the Hibakusha's plea, no one should ever suffer as we have. Then, while they are here, I hope they will, with iron resolve, issue a compelling call for the abolition of nuclear weapons. Twice in a row, the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, or NPT, Review Conference has failed to adopt the final document. These failures have revealed a harsh reality, namely the enormous differences among countries with respect to nuclear weapons. I hope the Japanese government, which has declared repeatedly that the NPT is the cornerstone of the international nuclear disarmament and non-proliferation regime, will exercise strong leadership, calling all countries to transcend their positions and engage in constructive dialogue towards a relationship of trust. Furthermore, I request that Japan, as a practical effort towards a nuclear weapon-free world, participate as an observer at the third meeting of state parties to the Treaty on the Prohibition of Nuclear Weapons to be held in March next year. Subsequently, as soon as possible, Japan must become a party to the treaty. In addition, I demand that the Japanese government strengthen measures of support for the Hibakusha, including those living outside Japan. Now that their average age has exceeded 85, the government must accept that they are still suffering the many adverse emotional and physical effects of radiation. Today, at the Peace Memorial Ceremony marking 79 years since the bombing, we offer our deepest condolences to the souls of the atomic bomb victims. Together with Nagasaki and like-minded people around the world, remembering once again the Hibakusha's struggle, we pledge to make every effort to abolish nuclear weapons and light the way towards lasting world peace. Citizens of the world, let us all, with hope in our hearts, walk with Hiroshima towards tomorrow's peace. August 6, 2024, Matsui Kazumi, Mayor of the City of Hiroshima. Commitment of Peace, Children's Representatives. Commitment to peace. Close your eyes and imagine a beautiful city of verdant green, a shopping street full of people, smiling faces across the town. Hiroshima 79 years ago was filled with people living colorful day-to-day lives, much like today. On 8:15 a.m. on August 6, 1945, there was a great eardrum-splitting roar, and the vermilion cloud, tinged with black, rose into the sky. People and plants alike were blackened in the blaze, and the city was drowned in the cries for help and in tears of despair. In the words of one hibakusha, Hiroshima on that day was hell on earth. The atomic bomb stole the color from their lives and turned Hiroshima into a world of ash gray. My great-grandmother was a hibakusha, but she never spoke of that day. Sorrowful memories, too painful to put into words, still continue to torment many of the hibakusha today, 79 years later. Even now, wars continue to plague the planet. Around the world, those who didn't want to die are dying. And people are losing loved ones who are supposed to be there with them day after day, much the same as it was 79 years ago. Is there really no other way? Peace will not come from prayers alone. It is up to us to protect our colorful day-to-day lives and then build peace. Listening carefully to others. Viewing differences as a good thing and reconsidering your perspective. Cooperating with friends to accomplish a goal. These are all steps that each of us can take toward peace. Now, it's the time for us to learn about and experience Hiroshima together. Visit the Peace Memorial Museum, listen to the words of the hibakusha, and discuss the preciousness of peace and the importance of life with family and friends. Here, we take one step forward to world-changing peace. August 6, 2024. Children's representatives, Kato Akira, 6th-year Hiroshima City Gion Elementary School. Ishimaru Yuto, 6th-year Hiroshima City Yahata Higashi Elementary School. Addresses. Prime Minister of Japan. 79 years ago today, what is said to be more than 100,000 precious lives were lost as a result of the atomic bombing. The city was reduced to ashes. The people's dreams and bright futures were mercilessly robbed. Those who narrowly escaped death have suffered indescribable hardships. As Prime Minister, I respectfully offer my sincere condolences to the souls of the atomic bomb victims. And I extend my heartfelt sympathy to those who still suffer from the after effects. The calamities that struck Hiroshima and Nagasaki 79 years ago, and the suffering they inflicted on the people must never be repeated. It is a mission of Japan, as an only country to be suffered from atomic bombing, to pass on the reality of the atomic bombing to future generations, to firmly maintain the three non-nuclear principles and to steadily build on our effort to realize a world without nuclear weapons. The deepening divide among countries over nuclear disarmament, nuclear threat by Russia and other concerns, making the situation surrounding nuclear disarmament increasingly severe. However, no matter how difficult the path to a world without nuclear weapons is, we cannot stop our progress toward that goal. To maintain and strengthen the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of the Nuclear Weapon (NPT) will advance realistic and practical initiatives under the Hiroshima Action Plan, and then lead the international community to gain the international momentum toward nuclear disarmament. In this regard, the world is now at a critical juncture where the trend of decreasing nuclear weapons could potentially reverse for the first time since the height of the Cold War. To prevent this to happen, it is important to promote a FMCT, a treaty to prohibit the production of fissile materials for nuclear weapons. And this year, Japan launched a framework of the FMCT frame with the participation of both nuclear weapon and non-nuclear weapon states. I myself will take the lead and proactively be engaged. Last May, at the G7 summit in Hiroshima, leaders and young people all around the world were encouraged to visit Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the site of the atomic bombings. Accurate understanding of the reality of the bombing is important as a fundamental basis for all efforts toward nuclear disarmament. As part of these initiatives, in December last year, the Youth Leader Fund for World Without Nuclear Weapons program, which was established by the United Nations with funding from the government of Japan, has begun. This year, through this program, future leaders from both nuclear weapon and the non-nuclear weapon states will visit Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Japan is determined to continue making an effort, together with Patricia and many others who wish for the realization of a world without nuclear weapons, to pass on the sword of Patricia and the reality of the bombing to next generations. For the Hibakusha, We will take seriously their needs for support covering health, medicine, and welfare, and conduct a screening to recognize atomic bomb-related illness as swiftly as possible. We will continue to stand by the hibakusha advancing in age and promote comprehensive relief measures. Including here in Hiroshima, where prayers for eternal peace are never ending. I pledge again that Japan will make every effort to realize a world without nuclear weapons and of lasting peace. I wish to conclude my remarks by praying for the repose of the souls of all the victims of the atomic bombing and the inner peace of the bereaved families, the hibakusha, and as well as today's attendees and the people of Hiroshima City. August 6th, 2024. Kishida Fumio, Prime Minister of Japan.
I put little notes.
Peace message by the governor of Hiroshima Prefecture.
But right now, the page that we are sharing is this page that I put it. So if you like to mention that, that would be fine.
On this day, the 79th anniversary of the atomic bombing of Hiroshima, on behalf of people of Hiroshima Prefecture, I wish to offer my prayers for the souls of those who lost their lives in the atomic bombing. I would also like to extend my condolences to the bereaved families and my heartfelt sympathies to the hibakusha who even today suffer from the after effects of the bomb. The atomic bombing brought about unparalleled devastation. This historic fact pierces our hearts because of the testimonies of the hibakusha about the hellish anguish they had experienced. Even though it was unbearable for them to recall such memories, they have continued to describe the misery driven by aspiration that no one else should suffer it. At present, 79 years after the bombing, we are losing hibakusha one by one. To pass on their last words to the next generation, we take various initiatives. The other day, I had the opportunity to visit Aoya Kamijichi site in Totori Prefecture, where remains of people in the Yayoi period in Japan's prehistoric age have been excavated. There, I saw arrowheads stuck in skulls and hip bones, illustrating the cruelty of battles. These wound marks made me ponder about the life of the people living in those days, which were not always peaceful. At present, we still see wars in various parts of the world. The strong defeat the weak are trampled down. In contemporary wars, men and women, young and old, are shot by bullets or torn into pieces by missiles rather than by arrowheads and swords. Great powers, which are expected to protect the international order established by the United Nations, overtly attempt to invade other countries by violating international laws and change the status quo by force. This is a reality that we have continued to see since the prehistoric age. In this context, so-called realists suggest a policy of force for force and a nuclear weapon for a nuclear weapon. However, they ignore another piece of reality, or the fact that once people invented a weapon, they used it without exception. Chemical weapons, for example, have continued to be used even though their use is banned. As long as nuclear weapons exist, they will surely be used again someday. We must become genuine realists. Nuclear weapons abolition is not an ideal to achieve far in the future. Instead, it is a pressing and real issue that we should engage in at this moment, since nuclear problems involve an imminent risk to human survival. Despite this fact, only limited resources are invested in initiatives of nuclear weapons abolition, including intellectual, human, and financial resources. On the other hand, in the single year of 2023, more than 14 trillion yen was invested in maintaining and increasing nuclear weapons and building related strategies. Moreover, tens of thousands of people were involved in such programs as consultants, members of military forces, and government scientists and engineers. To all in the world who can face reality, what we must do is to allocate much more resources to related initiatives to truly realize the total elimination of nuclear weapons. Please imagine, if we invest just 10% of the budget for maintaining and increasing nuclear weapons, that is 1.4 trillion yen, and thousands of specialists in the total elimination of nuclear weapons. This will surely make a major advancement towards nuclear weapons abolition. A researcher in Okinawa mentioned her own experience of burning her fingers by mistake, getting terrible blister which almost deformed her fingers. While in pain, she thought of the exceptional pain of the people who had been exposed to the radiation of the bombing and wondered if she had understood the magnitude of their pain correctly. Some hibakusha had blisters on their faces that made it impossible for them to be identified, and others wandered about with their eyeballs and guts popped out. Even when we were in serious burn, can we truly imagine the pain of the hibakusha? I cannot bear losing any more hibakusha who have tried to pass on their memories of pain and suffering to us. While humanity has remained unconcerned and silent about the existence of nuclear weapons, on this day, we must remember once again the following pledge: for we shall not repeat the evil. August 6, 2024, Yuzaki Hidehiko, the governor of Hiroshima Prefecture. Secretary General of the United Nations. I will read the Secretary General's message in Japanese on his behalf. The world joined together to mark the day that a nuclear weapon devastated this city, and we resolve to spare no effort to ensure the horror of that day and never repeat it. Indeed, the ceremony is a reminder that we must do even more to end the scourge of nuclear weapons once and for all. Nuclear weapons and the threat of their use are not confined to history books. They have once again appeared in the daily rhetoric of international relations. They represent a real and present danger that remains with us today. The message is clear. The lessons of Hiroshima, which once guided our collective efforts toward disarmament and peace, have been pushed aside. But here in Hiroshima, we are surrounded by true cost and the true folly of nuclear weapons. We see the memorials, we hear the wisdom of the Hibakusha, and we can ensure that these annual services of the remembrance continue. Year after year, you, the people of Hiroshima, have continued your work to ensure that the nuclear weapons are never used again. Your dedication is truly inspirational and then guides our own efforts at the United Nations to keep alive the lessons of 1945. The lesson that any use of a nuclear weapon will have catastrophic humanitarian consequences. The lesson that the only path to eliminate threat posed by a nuclear weapon is to eliminate them altogether. The lesson that the use of nuclear weapons is unacceptable. The lesson that a nuclear war cannot be won and must never be fought. And the lesson that we need disarmament now. Since last year, global mistrust, division have only deepened. Too many are blind to the fact that we were lucky to end the Cold War without a nuclear war. We cannot press our luck again. Yet, some are recklessly rattling the nuclear saber once more. The world must stand together to condemn this unacceptable behavior. And we must find new solutions to bring disarmament to life. Next month's Summit of the Future will be a critical opportunity for governments to renew their commitment to multilateralism, sustainable development, and peace, and adapt an actionable and forward-looking pact for the future. Conflict prevention, disarmament, and a world free of a nuclear weapon must be at the heart of these efforts. At every step, the United Nations will continue to stand with the people of Hiroshima and with the Hibakusha. We will never forget the lessons of 6 August 1945. No more Hiroshimas, no more Nagasakis. August 6, 2024. Antonio Guterres, the Secretary General of the United Nations. That concludes the addresses. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in singing Hiroshima Peace Song while remaining seated.
これをもちまして、広島市原爆死没者慰霊式並びに平和記念式を終わります。ただいまから来賓の方々が退場されます。ご参列の皆様はその場でお待ちくださいますようお願いいたします。
This concludes the peace memorial ceremony. We ask that you please remain seated while our distinguished guests exit the grounds.
I don't know where the sounds come. But, Yoshiko-san?
Maybe the YouTube is still playing somewhere.
Oh, maybe just, okay.
It is
with,
up.
yeah, okay. So, just do first Islam for Shahid. So, we'll be sending this.
お待ちいただいているご参列の皆様にお知らせいたします。本日、平和記念資料館は午後9時まで延長して開館しております。非常に多くの方の来館が予想され、チケットの購入に長時間お並びいただく場合がございますので。
Yeah, YouTube tab.
I turn off the YouTube now. So let me see. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. So here we have some prayer from first of all Imam Shahidra, Islamic tradition, and oh, sorry. So this is wrong one. I'm sorry. Whatever it is. Something. Well, sometimes my computer become out of control, so I'm sorry about it. And here is the Shahidra.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace be upon you. Thank you everyone to join our peace prayer. And my name is Imam Mohammed Shahidullah. I'm the president of Interfaith Center of USA and Save the People, the New York-based humanitarian organization.
Are you able to see okay?
I'm just recite from the Holy Quran, and as a Muslim, as an Imam, I and we believe peace. Islam, the root word salam. Salam in Arabic word means peace. And every day we do the prayer the 5 times. And we pray to Creator, the God, Allah. Allahumma anta salam. O Creator, O God, you are peace, and peace came from to you. And we need the peace. And we recite every day the 5 times in our prayer, more than 100 times. This is called the Surah Fatiha. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina as-siratal mustaqim. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. Amen. We seek, we asking every day, all the time, peace, peace, and peace from the God, from the Creator. Because when peace will come, everything will be settled. As a Muslim, as an Imam, we believe under one God. And we need the peace to establish here and hereafter. That's why we pray for everyone, especially this month of August. So many things happen in the world. And we always remember our legacy. We always asking the global peace. We always asking our national, local peace. And peace start from me, peace starts from individual, and then it will be transforming in the family, in the neighborhood, in the local community, national community, and the global community. And as a Muslim, our beloved Prophet also mentioned in the Hadith, the narrative, the Afshu Salam in Arabic, spread peace. This is our part of faith. This peace not only for to establish only the countrywide or the nationwide or global wide to stop the genocide or war. No. The peace for our every single individual level, especially when we do something like the way of culture, way of life from my individual, from my family. That's why we seek and asking to the God to give peace for everyone, for the global community. For everyone, salam, peace, Heiwa. Thank you so much.
No.
My name is Rabbi Deborah Bravo. I am of the Jewish faith. I am the rabbi, founder, and spiritual leader of Makom NY, a new model for Jewish community on Long Island, New York. I come to you today bringing messages of prayers, of peace for our community and our country and our world. In this moment in time, I begin by offering prayers for all those being held in captivity. We ask our God to bring freedom to each and every individual being held in captivity against their own will. May they be reunited with their families, and may it be soon. We ask our eternal God to watch over all those fighting on behalf of peace in all corners of the world. May the wars end soon so that the soldiers may return home. And of course, we offer prayers of peace, not for ourselves, but for our children. O peace, you fleeting dream. O justice, you fickle hope. Today we do not pray in your name. Today we pray in the name of the children who have never met you, who have never been blessed by you, with love of your truth someday. Surely their cries must someday drive you out of hiding, summoning you to cast your healing upon all the earth. Our God, our ancient and merciful God, allow a sense of peace to be found for the children of tomorrow, and may it come soon. Shalom uvracha, with peace and blessings.
Okay. And this Bante Kundanya, who sent from the Sri Lankan Buddhist community, so he will give offering. So yeah, it's a little. I'm not sure what machine stuck. Yes.
Namo Buddhaya. Dear friends, peace-loving friends, I'm Bante Kondanya from Staten Island, Buddhist Vihara, representing Theravada Buddhist tradition from Sri Lanka. Happy to be here with all of you. This Hiroshima Nagasaki Day is very important to remind the world what kind of destruction can hate does.
Nakagaki, that the screen share is stopped.
Seems that people
screen share stop.
have not realized the danger of this. They still continue, especially people who are greed for power, who desire to prove that they are strong. They are destroying the world. They are destroying the innocent people, lives of innocent people. Innocent people are the ones who are suffering from it, not the people who are wagging the war. Sad to see that they always continue destroying the world. But I hope they would understand, realize this nature of the hate, and may they work on bringing the peace instead of wagging the wars and destroying the world, destroying the human lives, innocent lives especially. They are the one who can bring peace. Once they realize this, they can bring peace back to the world. So Buddha showed us that anger, ill will, aversion, hate never bring peace. So he taught us to practice metta, practice love. Only way to bring peace is by spreading love, not cultivating hate or anger. Therefore, may those people who wag the war realize this and trying to bring peace back to the world. Nahi verena verani sammanti kudachanang averena cha sammanti es dhammo sanantanoti. Hatred never brings peace, but by love can bring peace to the world. So this is the Sanatana Dharma. So this is what Buddha told. Loka samaya udaveva. Samaya, peace. Blessings.
This is from the Hiroshima temple, the closest temple. This is Bante Piatissa from the Long Island Buddhist Vihara from the Sri Lanka. And here we have from Hiroshima this temple, closest temple to the epicenter. And Reverend Omori. So this is one of the shrines.
Good morning, everyone. We are now at a Buddhist temple right next to the Peace Memorial Park at the Atomic Bomb Dome of Hiroshima. At this temple, there is a Buddha statue that contains the remains of 4,800 people that were affected by the bomb. Every year at this time, in August, there's a Buddha priest, local community members, and school children that come to pray at this statue. Next year will be the 80th annual commemorative date of the war. Please come and experience the peace of Hiroshima.
Thank you. So for the interfaith part of the prayer, I thank you for everyone. Nakamura-san?
That's right. Hi. So can we go to Mr. Takumoto now, or?
Yes.
So here we will welcome the honorary president of New York Hiroshima Kai, Mr. Takumoto.
Hi, everyone. Brought back memories. I lived there January 1946 to May of 1956. In fact, one of the girls who made a speech elementary school, she went to same elementary schools that I did, Gion Shogakko. But you know, the corona has changed way of doing speeches today. Usually for past 30 years, we've been reading the mayor's speech every year. This year, I was lucky to hear that because every year their speeches are so long and I had to read them. But anyway, back to talking about Hiroshima. I've been product of war. Because of war, our family was incarcerated in internment camp during World War II. I was born there. Because of the war, our grandparents, my father's side and my mother's side, were victim of atomic bomb. That's when we went back to the Hiroshima. And for myself, when we came back to the United States, I was born in this country and I served in Vietnam. And I come back with 70% disability. But, you know, you experience many, many things. Maybe this is one of the reasons why Reverend Nakagaki and I have been commemorating the peace in New York City. It is important that even it is small, that you must propagate what you have experienced to tell the world, tell the community what the peace means to all of us, what the nuclear weapon does to all of us. And we must continue. And I would like to thank Reverend Nakagaki and all the Interfaith group that participated in this program every year. Thank you very much for giving me opportunity to say a few words. Good night.
Yeah, thank you, Tak-san, Furumoto-san. So you have been a really supporter of events that we have. Yeah, so you've been, you know, with us from the beginning, very beginning of 1994 when we started. And so with your, you know, support has been very much, yeah, really treasured. And also, so, what do you call it? Yeah, kind of feel the warmth as well from you always. But then also, although you have so many difficulties and so forth, but yet you'll be able to, you know, go instead of you know, stuck to the hate or anger. You always try to keep open the path to the peace. So I thank you for that.
Well, thank you for giving all of us opportunity. Reverend Nakagaki, you've done a great job. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, here maybe Nakamura-san. Yeah, shall I? Then let me hear maybe Shinji Harada-san. We have comments, but so I hope we'll be able to. He had a concert also yesterday in Hiroshima, and he wish we can play, but I hope we'll try. But so the parts of the message he sent it separately, so we'll start with that, and yeah. So let me share the things we have. Okay, that's Shinji Harada is or maybe I should introduce first.
I, like many of you, have been tormented by the news that precious human lives are being trampled upon again so easily by the terrorist acts and kidnappings of Hamas and the Israeli airstrikes on Gaza in response to them. While Putin's brutal acts of violence against Ukraine have not ended, another catastrophe has occurred to shake the world, and we are again moving far away from building a world peace. A strong message and action must be taken from Japan, the only country to have experienced atomic bombings and a non-permanent member of the UN Security Council, to immediately stop the killing and violence. To those involved in the conflict and to the world's 8 billion people, no conflict can be resolved by people killing people. Hate and resentment will remain, and it will continue forever as the spark of conflict will never be extinguished. We want to hand our children a peaceful and happy future, don't we? Can you bear to see our fellow neighbors, including our children, crying and screaming? Then, immediately stop the murderous act. Stop the acts of violence. Resolve everything through discussion. Isn't this the only way for humanity to grow? There's no winner in the act of killing each other. Those who immediately stop killing and violence and choose to resolve the issues through discussion alone will be the true winners, the next generation of human beings who have raised their spirituality to the next level. Please have the courage to stop killing and violence. Once again, to the leaders of the countries and the organizations at the time of the conflict, please listen to the message from Hiroshima, which knows the suffering of hell. Stop the killing and violence, and the world will praise you. Deep in our hearts, we all want a tomorrow without killing and violence and with smiles on children's faces. I beg you to stay calm and break the cycle of resentment and hatred in our generation. Then a wonderful and a happy world will surely begin from tomorrow. Let us adopt, take action now. Please stop the killing and violence immediately.
That was a very powerful message from the Mr. Shinji Harada, who is the musician and also he's a Hiroshima Peace Cultural Ambassador. Now we're gonna share his music message.
Stop killing each other immediately. Let us speak out against it first. All peoples, all religions, all human beings must stop killing each other now. And now again, and never again, never again. This one goal must be achieved with the combined efforts of 8 billion people. まず最初の曲なんですが、中垣さんのメッセージの中にもありました。汝殺すなかれということがありました。汝殺すなかれという曲を作りましたので、聴いていただいてもよろしいでしょうか、皆さん。これは英語で、You shall not kill というフレーズになります。You shall not kill を世界中でみんながいろんな場所で言い続けてほしい。これが今やってほしい思いなんですね。First out, the first song, Thou shalt not kill. You shall not kill. Everyone shout this everywhere. Okay. Oh! Stop genocide now. Stand against violence. Slow problems through discussion. Stop the genocide now! Oh! Oh, you shall not kill. You shall not kill. You shall not kill at all. You shall not kill. You shall not kill. You shall not kill. You shall not kill. That oh, whoa. Hey. 無関心でいられるのかい。消され続ける Children's life 声を上げたくならないかい。暴力操り私服を肥やす奴らに君の声は世界に届く。気が触れたあの国のトップにポジティブに使えば最高の兵器さ。世界を救える SNS 誰もが持ってる優しさで今声を上げるとき Right away yeah yeah come on You shall not kill You shall not kill You shall not kill I don't say You shall not kill You shall not kill You shall not kill You shall not kill oh whoa殺すな彼の意義は人間であるための条件暴力許す宗教はなしまがい者には No to vote 自分の力信じて優しさばかりをしてぽや声を上げなきゃ後悔しないかい人類の歴史から今最低な殺しと暴力葬り去る時さ Right away yeah yeah Say everybody You shall not kill You shall not kill You shall not kill Adam Everybody come on You shall not kill You shall not kill You shall not kill You shall not kill Oh whoa殺し合いで平和は不可能なぜなら恨みの火種が消えないから殺しと暴力を否定するなら今世界から称賛されるリーダーズなぜそんなことがわからないのかい Come on You shall not kill You shall not kill You shall not kill at all Everybody You shall not kill You shall not kill You shall not kill at all One more time You shall not kill You shall not kill You shall not kill at all Come on You shall not kill You shall not kill You shall not kill at all One more time You shall not kill You shall not kill You shall not kill You shall not kill at allありがとうございます。暑い。
Okay, thank you. Yeah, that was from yesterday. I mean, Sunday. So in Hiroshima. So yeah, he mentioned I was in a video like this. So so it's a new technology. I can we can be sharing the places and they have their own program there and then we have our own program and so which is in a way it's a nice technology that we have too. So thank you, Shinji-san.
Yeah, so we really miss him. He used to come to New York to perform his music at the ceremony. So hope we can have him back soon. Thank you so much, Shinji-san. So now,
Yukine-san, what?
Should we go to Yukine-san's performance video? Or?
Yeah, so probably we'll like to end today with a mood of the calmness instead of of course the world is well in a way full of anger too, but yet we need to transform the anger into the peace and also harmony and reconciliation. And so it's the time. And then the Japanese bell, of course we have a peace bell today. And but Yukine-san, she came last year to New York, and but sound of the bell, no words or anything, but yet can create mood, what do you call it, a very calming way, and you can reflect upon with a bell. And so bell is something special kind of sound. But then she has a lot of bells and create the music, and so that music hopefully bring you the world of bells and a world of peace, which is. And instead of weapons, we will fight with whether it's a fight or not, I don't know, maybe, but maybe you can call it fight with the bells. But it's really like embrace the bell with all the angers and hatred. So let me play her song. So she introduced herself, so I'll not. Sorry. So this is the last part of the song, so the closing song. So here.
And what she played, the Japanese bell named Hammarskjold, correct?
Hammarskjold, yes, sorry. That's the word that I try to feel. Somehow I lost from my mind. But yes, then please.
こんにちは。
ちょっと待ってください。Did I share yet? Right? Did I share? Okay. So let me try.
No, now.
なんかちょっと消えちゃったですね。Okay. Hope this time works.
こんにちは。和編唱奏者のゆきねです。世界ではたくさんの戦争が今起こっております。中垣さんが続けてこられた平和の活動はとても大切な活動だと私は心から応援しています。私たちは諦めずに世界平和が来る日を願い活動を続けたい、そう思っています。ユネスコ憲章の前文に戦争は心が起こすものだから心に平和の砦を作らないといけないという言葉があります。この和編唱の鐘の音を皆さんの心の中に鳴らしていただき、平和を願いたいと思います。心に平和の鐘をお聞きください。